teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Blue Devils will get the first crack on offense today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively. But they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose this second? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. With the catch, it's Moore. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room after the catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll give it to the running back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll throw it now. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The SMU Mustangs offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game, guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
He finds some space. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7. They're running on the toss. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow. Match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Here's the second down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Jennings. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Can he get there on the ground? That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23. And the Mustangs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
All right, Chris, here comes that tempo. Sometimes just getting that first down will kick them into that gear.
Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
The Mustangs looking to cash in this red zone trip. They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver grabs it. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Second down and goal upcoming. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Mustangs, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Little. Who's in the clear? Past the 20. Huge play, moves the ball down in. The 10-yard line, it's first and goal.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back.
Touchdown, Duke. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
And the point after was good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Play action here on first down. The sure hands. It's Hudson. They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. It's a draw play. Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Running play called on 3rd and short. He's found some room at the 45. Here he goes. Inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the back now goes in motion. Toss it to the back, running left. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the 2nd period. Play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Here's the option play. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too...
Breaks into the clear. That's enough to move the sticks and give them the 1st down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early. 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Pass tipped to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. It's a run. Running back's got it. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they need 9 yards. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up fourth down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Grab near the sticks. It's Maryland. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
The Mustangs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
That's a solid gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Hit the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap. He turns it around. He flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, the way they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If
makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Mustangs! This quarterback on fire today. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball is even thrown.
And it's fielded, but sort of trying to create good field position here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And now the defense will call a timeout here because something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment for this important play. Third down play here out of the shotgun. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
And the Blue Devils will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. To the air, it's Jennings. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and when he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The tight end has got it. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, SMU.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talking about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Point after, not quite through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can he make something happen? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Hits it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Mustangs looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
We've just kind of gotten into the habit of seeing this offense just convert on these 3rd downs. It's a rare stop. That first half, they seem to score every possession. What decision do they make here on 4th down?
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. To the air, it's Jennings. Lets it go quickly. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in cross territory.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Quickly behind the 6 here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab made by the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Snags the quick throw. And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Grab behind the line. It's Anthony. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. They bounce back here. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Caught by the receiver. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Mustangs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
He breaks free. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The shotgun handoff here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. A quick throw out left complete. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Out of the 48. And the Mustangs pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback.
He's in the clear. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Mustangs will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Mustangs. What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call, and all of a sudden this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme, and you better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Blue Devils offense heads back out onto the field now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That completion makes it second and medium. Caught behind the line. It's King. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Trying to convert with a sneak. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Off target with the throw. Incomplete. The Blue Devils bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the receivers got it. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
He's got it. That is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. offense comes up to the line, they might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On the toss play, runner moving left. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And the Mustangs will line up here on first down and goal. They're going to run the option. Touchdown, SMU. They are pouring it on now.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Bringing it out. It's Moore. And the returner will be brought down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. And here's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, is it just me, or is it a little bit strange that this offense continues to give this back the football, especially late in the game? He's got under 10 yards rushing in this game, hasn't been able to get anything going. It might be time to pivot and try something else.
Looking to pass here on second down. Wide open downfield. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
First down now at the 49. One huge play has got this offense out near midfield and threatening. Direct snap to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He's looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Out of the gun now on third down. Throws it to the right. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. He's going to pull it down and run. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain, short of the first down there. The Mustangs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Pass pass falls incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Empty set now. 5 wide. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Looking for the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
With the catch, it's King. He's bringing it back. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he's got it again. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about.
Hold.
So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
No, they stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Dropping back. It's Jennings. Running out of time in the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And the Mustangs line up on 1st and 10 now. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal.
Boy, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by giving the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, that's exactly what I love to see. That's how you tackle. That is textbook from this corner. He flew in, made the tackle in space, and keeps him not only out of the end zone, but a short loss there.
We'll try to run it with the option. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Mustangs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Mustangs. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Quick throw to his receiver. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. In the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but